Okay, so first things first, I am back, and in the last episode I had to cable tie the exhaust on down here because we're missing a bracket, but I managed to find a bit of random aluminum sheet, bent it to shape, and now I'm just gonna drill some holes in it and attach that, and that's gonna be our new exhaust bracket, and worked a treat, super solid. Here I'm just reattaching the rear brake hose to the rear brake caliper with some new copper crush washers, and then I'm going to top it up with some brake fluid and start the bleeding process. Once I'd bled all the air out of the system, I topped the brake fluid pot up and screwed the cap back on. As you can see here, I'm just testing my rear brake, and as you can see it works perfectly now. I then used exactly the same process but on the front brake. I then moved on to temporarily plumbing up the rest of the bike in order to just get it running. Even though the two-stroke oil tank is attached and plumbed in, I did want to run a little bit of a richer mix of two-stroke oil in the bike, since this is a brand new top end. Okay, so before we continue, this is the seat, or should I say the old seat. I had a new cover arrive from Germany, I think it was, for it. And then I had a local guy fit this cover to the old seat. He also refoamed the seat because it was just completely out of shape and the foam was just so degraded that it just wouldn't have looked right. But as you can see now, it looks amazing. Yeah, the local upholstery guy's done a super great job. Really, really good. This first start and see how it goes. So the idle was a little bit out on this carb. So to get it running, just turn this little screw here, just turn it in clockwise half a turn, and now it runs and ticks over great. So yeah, we've probably got a little bit of carb tuning to do, but this is a standard carb for this bike, so it should be pretty much there. You know, standard cylinder, standard exhaust, standard carb, everything's back to standard, apart from the air filter obviously. This is now aftermarket, but that's all we could get. So yeah, it should be pretty easy from here. I also need to get a new throttle cable because the old one's in bits, and we're just kind of hanging on to this tiny little bit. See this tiny little bit in here. But yeah, it sounds really, really good. So yeah, happy. Just got the wiring to tidy up, new throttle cable, throw the fairings on, an MOT, and then this is ready to ride. Onto the 3D printed fairings. This is one of them. It fits here and the seat comes down like that. Now it actually... Hold up right there, previous videoed me, because I need to explain something to whoever's watching. When I first bought this bike, it was completely impossible to find any new fairings for it, so I had to get them 3D scanned in order for me to 3D print them, and that was the initial idea. I was going to 3D print and paint my own motorcycle fairings, but then I struck lucky and managed to find some used, new-looking fairings for it. I did, however, test fit some and they seemed to fit up perfectly. I also tried to record the 3D printing process, but unfortunately I lost a lot of the footage, so I hope that explains why I started randomly ranting on about 3D prints. Anyway, back to it. Fits perfectly, and it looks pretty good as well, to be honest. But I don't think I'm going to use these. I've actually had some of the old fairings reworked and repainted, so I'll show you guys those in the next video. And I've also managed to find a couple of brand new panels that have been in storage for around 10 years or so. I still have all the original scans for this whole bike, all the fairings, apart from the headlight and the front mudguard, which are pretty generic items anyway. You can pretty much buy any front headlight and any front mudguard and make it fit. But the rest of the fairings, yeah, I've still got the STL files, and what I'll probably do is I will create a website and upload the STL files on there so that anyone can download them and anyone can print them, and I'll probably upload them for free. So hopefully I'll have a website built by the time I release this video. So if you go down below, you'll find the website. It might not be fully live or working yet, but if you go and put your email down below, then you'll get a notification once these STL files are uploaded, and you'll be able to download them for absolutely free. I don't want anything for them. It's just hopefully it helps some other people out, because you can't buy these fairings anywhere anymore. Not from Yamaha, you can't buy, you struggle to get used ones. You can't even buy cheap knockoff Chinese fairings from anywhere. So if anyone's got damaged or missing fairings, this could really help them out. So yeah, click the link below.